Hi there, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. My name is Melanie and today is another Blitz Your Kitz. This is a collaboration where we take a kit in our craft room, either one that we've made ourselves or one that we have purchased, and we try and blitz it, as in use it all up. So I have been trying to make my way through my SCT sampler kits, which is what the majority of these are. I have a few little Felicity Jane ones in here, Creative Memories one. This is it, you guys. I'm getting there. This at one time was completely full. Slowly but surely I am getting there. And I thought for this month it might be kind of fun to maybe blitz through a few of these. Maybe? So let me go have a peek through here and I will come back and share with you which ones I'm going to try and blitz for this month. Okay, I've pulled out 5 kits. Most of these have stamps in there. If you know me, I normally don't end up using the stamps, which is actually why I chose these, because I'd rather just get these out of the kits and into my regular stamp storage. So yeah, I've got 5, and let me break these down so you can see what I'm starting with. Okay, so this is the December 2023. This would have been the last kit that they offered as part of the regular subscription, which fits the sentiment on here where it says, goodbyes are never the end, it just means we will miss you until we are together again. So in this particular kit, we have some Lawn Fawn Spiffer Speckles pages. And I did not know Lawn Fawn did kind of this foiled speckled look. The other side is plain, so if you don't like the foiling, you don't need to use it. So we got 5 sheets, it looks like. Right? Yeah, 5 sheets. And then the rest of the items are from Vicki Boutin from her Discover and Create collection. And I've played with this one, I think, already in a class. Now this one doesn't translate very well as a quarter sheet, although this side is fine. And basically that's what the SCT sampler did, is it took 12 by 12 papers and it cut it into quarter sheets so that you got a sampling, quote unquote, of the collection. Okay, I also got these 3 by 4 cards. This is really cute. And I got the stamp set, which is cute too. And then some mushrooms and some seed pods, some sentiments, berries, paintbrush. I got some of the foam stickers. It says focus on the good and it gets better. Today was worth remembering. When life gets blurry, adjust the focus. And we got the dies that SCT has been giving, which is miss you. Okay, I don't know what I'm going to do, but you will find out really quickly right now. Well, I would not say I bashed this one. I did struggle quite a bit, to be honest. Let's talk about what I have left. I have the scissors and the paintbrush. I have one with the foam sayings. I did not use the stamps, did not use the dies. I have these scraps and some full 6 by 6 sheets, so 3. I'm going to carry these forward, seeing as I'm working on multiple kits, and maybe they'll get used up as I move along. We'll see how it goes. So what did I make? So I made 2 cards. I made this one here. It still needs a sentiment on it. I added some of the scraps inside the card. As you know, I like to do just to use them up. This one also needs a sentiment. And then I worked in my little paper scrap journal is what I'm calling it, I guess. I don't know what I'm calling it. Maybe you guys need to help me come up with a name for it. So I did a couple page spreads in here. I'm really into the whole collaging right now. It's just a lot of fun. And really, if you think about it, you guys, all we do is scrapbooking, card making, pretty much is collaging anyways. So I used the ephemera from the kit with the 3 by 4 card on some of this speckled paper and then the sentiment. I'm trying to keep this journal as flat as possible, so I took the foam off the sentiments and then I just fussy cut out the images. These were leftovers from the card. And then on this one, I just really liked this kind of panel in the background, layered it on another piece, and then fussy cut out the leaves. And I thought the sentiment to focus on the good and it gets better, you know, fall is a season of change, that kind of fit with the theme. So that is kit number 1. Let's move on. Okay, the next kit is from June 2023. It features Photo Play, Sweet Sunshine Collection, Pink Fresh, Tourist Mode. We've got a we've got a stamp from Hero Arts and an SCT die that says "Hello, Friend." I think these by far were the best things SCT ever did, even though it looks like I don't use them that often. I do love them. This is the layering stamp set from Hero Arts. It's some strawberries, which are gorgeous. Love those. And let's talk about ephemera pieces. So from Tourist Mode, I've got some of the puffy stickers, a tag. What does it say? Savoring these moments, always seek adventure wherever you go. Let's stay a while and leave the road, take the trail. I've used this collection quite a bit. It was featured in a Pink Fresh class, so I used it quite a bit then, and then I also used the scraps. So yeah, I am not sure what I'm going to do with that because I'm not feeling inspired with it given that I've used it so much. This is from the Photo Play. The die cuts actually come in a sheet. It looks like it's got a summer/tropical vibe. Okay, let's look at the papers. Here's the Pink Fresh. I mean, it's gorgeous paper, don't get me wrong. It's just whether I'm feeling inspired or not. That's the real question. And the Photo Play, it does have a cream base on it, which is not common. Stripe, sunglasses, some cut-aparts, and oh, this is from Tourist. Got those mixed up. That goes with back here. Okay, so let's see what I come up with for this one. Okay, I did much better with this kit. So again, I did not use the dies or the stamps. I have one little sticker left over, and I've got just a few little pieces of the Photo Play paper. And I did another art journal page, this time just featuring on summer. I really like how this one turned out. I might come back in here and maybe put in a label or something that says California Dreamin', something like that. But I think that one turned out pretty cute. And then I did a base page using the travel paper. And this is a really basic kind of layout, trying to use up 6x6 paper. So I was able to use up all 6 sheets. These are just tacked down with repositionable adhesive. While I have this designed for 5 4x6 photos, I do find sometimes that when I travel, I take a few more horizontal. So it may end up being that I might want to reorient it this way and then maybe have another photo up here. So like I said, I did leave the mats with repositionable. I used all the embellishments as a cluster down the base, and then the idea is that the title will go over in this side here, so you kind of have a diagonal column. I've got a little bit of space for journaling, or of course I can always add some at a later date. Okay, so that is kit 2. Let's move on to kit 3. Okay, let's move on to the next one. This is the SCT from May 2022. Sweet was the theme. So we got a sweet die cut. We have, or I got the butterfly from Vicky Bouton's Sweet Rush. I think that's what it was because that's their collection that's featured. Sweet Rush, yeah, by Vicky Bouton, and Happy Heart collection from Pink Fresh. I have no idea which is which. I kind of made a guess, but we'll see. My guess is that this is from the Pink Rush, as is the sticker sheet. Okay, so I have a few little scraps left, so that'll go in the scrap pile. I have a few little odds and ends, the one frame, this one little embellishment piece, the knapsack, and this is all that is left of the sticker sheet. So just one label and the 3 tags. So what did I make with the Pink Fresh? I made a few cards / card bases. This one was a real hodgepodge leftover bits, but I think it turned out pretty cute. Some of these things I probably would never have done on my own, like cut the frames up to use, but again, I'm just trying to use this stuff up, so why not try something a little different. I don't know if I would put a sentiment on this one or not. If I did, it probably would just be a very small high, but I might leave it just blank. Okay, and the last 2 cards were just leftover bits, and I just made some panels. This one I seem to have problems gluing straight or cutting straight, and so this edge was very, very ragged. So what I did was I just trimmed it off and added a piece of gold foiled washi tape on the inside. Sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. And then I did another journal page in my flat journal. That's what I'm calling this one. And I'm finding that this is a great way to use up some of these sentiments that I probably wouldn't use in a layout. Yeah, and I just trimmed out some different squares from the different papers. It started with the square piece. That was the inspiration. But like, keep learning, keep growing, always take the scenic route, so many reasons to smile. I probably wouldn't typically use those in my journal, in my scrapbook. So it makes sense to use them in here. I've showed you guys this journal a couple times now. Just so you know, this is like a work in progress journal. And what I mean by that is sometimes I just have something and I just stick it in here and I don't know when the opportunity is going to come to finish it. So in this case, I thought these colors went reasonably well with these. I mean, these are quite a bit brighter, but you know what I mean. But you could see that there's a lot of similar like pinks and yellows and oranges on here. So that's why I added it on this page. Versus the other one I showed you earlier was a 2-page spread where I didn't have to worry about it. Okay, let's move on to the Vicki Boutin collection. Oh yes, and I also forgot to mention before I put these away, I pulled in some of that plaid paper from the previous kit. So I am using it up slowly. So I had a couple base cards that I made. So these are just, you know, very generic kind of shapes. I used some blue washi to kind of just add that border. I think that looks really cute. And the main star of this one is the base page that I created. This is based off an Allison Davis's sketch, and I thought this turned out super cute. I love having all this up at the top, and then I'll just have the photos down at the bottom. I've mentioned this before in the past, but I have made a note of the sizes so that when I go to do these pages, I can modify accordingly. I did add down mats for these, but they could either be covered or we could leave a border. Okay, so what is that? 3 down, 2 more to go. So the next one is from October 2022. It features print shop from Vicki Boutin and Cartabella Welcome Fall. There is a stamp set from LDRS Creative. It's really cute. And of course we get the die that says thank you. I don't know that I'm feeling in the fall mood, but I have to get through these, right? So here we go. So these are the ephemera pieces that I received from the Cartabella collection. I'm pretty sure this is from Vicki Boutin. I'm pretty sure these are from the fall collection. And then I got these tags. So I guess that's actually part of the cut apart sheet from Vicki's collection. And let's see. Oh, the pieces. There's quite a few in here. It says yes, awesome, enjoy, the leaf, the bulldog clip, the big pocket, moments, a little critter, snail, butterfly, and a leaf. And then I also got the puffy stickers. Okay, let's look at the paper from Print Shop. This is cute. I have also played with this one quite a bit. problem when you take SCT classes is a lot of the product ends up also in the classes, it seems. It's a pretty color. And then some circles. And then from Cartabella, and I forgot there was a card in here as well. It's pretty thin. Much like, probably like paperweight from the paper pads. Even the envelope's very thin. Okay, so not much left of this kit. I've got the Yes, a fussy cut butterfly, and a few stickers. That's it. So again, we've got one more kit to go, so that's going to go back in the pile. I made this card. It's a little bit outside of my normal style, but I think it works with the supplies that I had. And I made 2 layouts. I really like how this one turned out. I originally wasn't going to put any embellishments or a photo placement on it, but then everything just kind of went. So, you know, you got to go with it. And then this one here, I basically used the same design, only I shifted it down instead of vertically. And then just filled in with the tags and the leftover embellishments, which really was just the sentiment and a couple dots and the bulldog clip. And then these were fussy cut out of the piece of paper. And then from the Cartabella collection, I made a bunch of cards. Some of these, I don't know if they're going to have anything else added to them, or maybe I might just let the pretty cardstock speak for itself. I did mount many of these on colored card bases just to, you know, enhance the autumnal feel of it. This is a piece of washi tape. You've seen that before. I used up all the embellishments. This one didn't have anything. Everything I added on it was just too busy, so I thought I'd just leave it and we'll add a sentiment or something at a later date. And this one, I trimmed down the 3x4 card, and it does need a sentiment. Although I was thinking of adding the word hay to it. Hay pumpkins? Maybe? I don't know. I'm thinking about that one. And then this was just a scrappy card of all the leftover bits. And again, it needs some sort of focal point and sentiment. Okay, one last kit to go. Or the last kit is from September 2022. It features Beautiful Things from Bo Bunny, Simple Stories, Let's Go. I know I have used Let's Go a ton. Again, this could be interesting to come up with something new. So we've got the Enjoy die cut or die, and then the Beautiful Things stamp set. Also from Beautiful Things, let's look at the cardstock. Got a dot and a grid with tone-on-tone floral. We've got some cut-aparts with a black dot, a almost fuchsia pink, I guess, floral with dots and a grid, some hash marks, looks like some raspberries, and a floral, and a script, and then a heart with some notes, and then a navy blue. For embellishments, got a beetle. Okay, I'm not so sure about that. Beauty is everywhere. The world is full of beautiful things, and a film, a slide cover, I guess, and then a sheet of the sticker sheets. These are, oh yeah, they are cardstock, which is nice. Okay, and then from the Simple Stories, we've got that very common diagram, a map on the other side, stripe with some tags. Those would be great to cut out. Green plus, another map, a pink map. Oh, those are cute. Remember those. And then a floral plus, and then a great big floral with some geotags. Now these ones, we do have some stickers with words. These are paper. With some foam titles, cut apart that says going places with the stars, tags, a piece of notebook paper, and a coffee cup, pillow, flag, bus, tag, and sign. Okay, let's see what I can come up with. Okay, so I have to admit, I ran out of steam and I am fast running out of space. But the real question is, how did I do on this last kit? I used up everything from this part of the kit. And from the Simple Stories, I had a little bit left over. And to be fair, you guys, I've used this collection a lot. So it's not like this is the first time seeing it. I have 2 pieces of cardstock. I just couldn't make them work. I could easily turn these into card panels, but to be honest, I'm just going to throw them in my scrap bin. And then I had fussy cut out a bunch of these different shapes from the pattern paper, thinking I was going to use more of them on my layouts, which I didn't. I love these, and like I said, I do have the collection, so I'm just going to go and add these with the other ephemera pieces, and we'll treat them all the same. I did make a stab at using this sticker sheet. There's a lot of stickers on here. So again, this too is going to go in my travel section. Now, these are not my favorite type of stickers. They are very thin, but I do like them, so I am going to hold on to them. Okay, so now the real question is, what did I make? From the Simple Stories, I actually made 2 pages or 2 layouts that are pretty much done. I've even got the journaling done on this one. I'm just missing the photo, so I am going to go and find a photo on that one. This one here, when I saw the sign that said will work for travel, I immediately said to myself, yeah, I actually travel for work. So I thought that would be kind of fun to document some of my feelings about traveling for work and how it's maybe a little less, what's the word? A little less enthusiastic about travel in general. So I'm going to find a picture that I've taken on one of my business trips and add that in here, and this page will be done. For this one, I played off of the foam stickers. It said road trip playlist, and I actually liked exactly the way it was on the sticker sheet with the cassette tape. So I thought, why not document what I would have on my road trip playlist? I actually have one on my phone. It's been that way for years, like at least 10 years, I think. So I thought it would be a pretty good or a pretty fun thing to document. So I just, rather than put specific songs, I just put artists that I like to have on there, and I've got a little bit of everything, I think. I've got, from ABBA to Bon Jovi to Keith Urban to Herman's Hermits, Cat Stevens, the Rankins, etc. So a little bit of everything, and I thought that was kind of fun to document. I'm not sure where this one is going to live per se. I could put it in 2024 because that's when I'm documenting this. But I also have what I call a trip summary album, so it might go in there. I don't know. We'll see. I lied. I did have 1 piece left. This frame. So I did lie. I did have 1 piece left, so didn't quite bash it. So this kit, or this collection, I was a little all over the place. I made some cards, and I used my journal again, so it's going to be a bit hodgepodgey. I really liked the heart paper, and I thought it would make some cute Valentine's cards, so I had some leftover washi from a class that I had done, and I just put it on some white paper just to kind of use it up. And so I had those sitting on my desk, and I thought the color went really well, so I used that for the base. Same with these enamel dots. They were also left over from a kit that I hadn't put away, so I used those. This is from the first kit from Lawn Fawn. So again, I did manage to use up some more of those bits, so I'm really quite pleased with that. One of the things that I did was cut down some square panels from I cut some large squares from the 6x6 paper, and I had a couple pieces left over, so I made these little square cards. This one's pretty much finished. This one needs a sentiment. I'm not sure if I need to put a focal point on there or if this floral paper is enough. I don't know. What do you think? And then I still had a few more of those hearts left over, as well as more of this paper from the first kit. So I thought, why not turn it into maybe a wedding card or a Valentine's card. Not quite traditional, but I think it's kind of cute. Okay, so as I said, it's all over the place in this book. I used up a couple of the stickers here and here where it says Finding Wonder on this particular page. I think this one is getting pretty close to being finished, but you never know. That's the thing with this journal, is it can go on and on and on. As I was flipping through this journal, I came across this page, and this paper matched it perfectly, and I had kind of a big blank spot on here, so I added that. And then I also like these stickers from the sticker sheet. This one says the world is full of beautiful things, and I thought the date and the little kind of washi tape stickers were kind of cute, so that's where those ended up. Similarly with this one, I had these two stickers already down, and I like this raspberry paper with this pinky color, so why not add an extra matte. This had that pink washi kind of tape look, and then a date sticker in here as well. No idea what else this is going to turn into, but as you know, as I go along, if I find something, you know, I will make it work. And then this is where the majority of the Bliss collection went. It was into this page, and this is where I used those 3x3 pieces, and I had to, you know, make some smaller pieces to make the bits work. And then it just ended up being a hodgepodge of everything, and I'm okay with this. I really like this sentiment where it says beauty is everywhere, and I like the idea that I have some floral elements, butterflies, which are traditionally considered beautiful, and also some different beetles, which, okay, it may be a stretch to consider them beautiful, but I think in and of themselves, you know, all creatures are pretty amazing. In recap, I'm not going to count everything because I'm going to kind of lose track when it comes to the journal, but I have a stack of cards that are mostly finished. Okay, so I only have one full 6x6 sheet. This is going to go in my 6x6 storage. The rest of this is just going to go into my scrap bin. I might get rid of some of these smaller ones. I will sort through them before they make their way in there, just to save me from having to do that later. But considering this was 5 kits and this is all I have left of paper, I'm pretty thrilled with that. As far as embellishments go, we already talked about these. These are just going to go in my travel bin. And I do have a few little odds and ends. I've got some tag stickers, pair of scissors, frame, just some really little bits and pieces, nothing much to write home about. These are actually just going to go in my bash kit. So I have a bin that is just full of miscellaneous items that I just don't want to put away. And that's where these are going to go. Due for a clean out soon. Where basically if I haven't used stuff in a while, I do just purge it. Okay, so that is where I am at for this month with Blitz Your Kitz. I hope you are inspired. I would like to encourage you to pull out a kit or some sort of supplies in your stash that you have had for a while and try and use them up. It's a great feeling when you do use them. Thanks so much for hanging out with me, and until next time, happy crafting.